Welcome to CryptoCoins, where we review the best coins for you.
Are you sick of using multiple apps for your wallet, for your portfolio, for staking, for NFTs, for all of that? Wouldn't it be great to have a centralized place for everything? Well, if that is your concern, then this is the episode for you. I am Daniel J. Glenn, also known as the Crypto Keeper, and we are going to discuss Nexus DeFi. But before we do, I got to tell you, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Always do your own research. Make sure to secure your financial future. The power is in your hands. So let's get into this brand new property called Nexus DeFi. Now, this is an app that unifies all kinds of things: wallets, trading, staking, NFTs in one secure place. Let's scroll to the top of their website here. Let's check it out. All crypto, one app, total control. DeFi obviously stands for decentralized finance, and that is really kind of, obviously one of the hallmarks of cryptocurrency. And having one place for everything, it kind of makes your life so much easier. So let's take a look at this. So obviously they have a token. It's the NXS, currently trading for a quarter of a penny. I think this is still in pre-sale. It might be out now, but this is, they're in the pre-sale page right here. So obviously this is how you get some of the cryptocurrency. And so this is sound a little confusing because we're talking about an app that does a bunch of things, but it also has a token. Well, let's clarify some of that stuff here. So here's their white paper, Nexus DeFi white paper. And a couple of interesting things here, at least something that the things I took away from it, especially in regards to the token itself. Now, this is a utility token. So the NXS token is a utility token designed solely for use within the Nexus DeFi ecosystem. Its intended functions include, but are not limited to, staking, governance, participation, smart vault access, other platform utilities. It is not a security or an investment. It's not a security, commodity, financial instrument, or investment product in any jurisdiction. Purchasing NX, by purchasing it, you affirm that you are doing so for its utility, not for its investment, resale, or speculative purposes. Now, all of the coins are out. I think it's 5 billion. I'll do a double check here. And it's all owned by the people who are purchasing it, by the community itself. They actually had an audit here, which is fantastic. Let's take a quick look at that. So here's the audit on CoinSult. Now I have to say, CoinSult might be one of the worst names for a company because you switch that UNL and you got a very different situation on your hands. But what's interesting is you can see that all of this is owned by the community. This is not allocated for any of the investors or for any of the stakeholders, the venture capitalists, or anything. It's all owned by the community, which is fantastic. It kind of avoids that whole speculation rut that people get into. So let's go back here. Now, one of the things that I think you have to really take into consideration are the problems and the things that the app or the token or whatever solve, right? There's a million different options out there. And so you have to figure out, what are we trying to solve here? Let me go back. Fair launch of the community first ecosystem, right? So this tells you that exactly where everything is going on their website. Here we go. Unifying a fragmented world. Nexus DeFi is engineered to solve the core frustrations of today's crypto users, replacing chaos with a single, elegant solution. The problem: platform fragmentation. As I was talking about earlier, users juggle 5 to 10 apps for wallets, trading, portfolio tracking, and decentralized finance, increasing complexity and risk. How do they solve this? One unified, modular command center combining a non-custodial wallet, universal swap, fiat RAM, spot trading, and a single dashboard. You do a bunch of stuff in one place. That always makes things easier. Convenient sells, and this is kind of what they're operating here. Onboarding, KYC, and centralization. Now overbearing. Now if it was overbearing KFC, I think we'd have, a much different situation on our hand here. But they demand, most platforms demand invasive KYC, violating privacy and excluding users in restricted regions. Now they are zero KYC. Now KYC is interesting because I believe that is what people use to kind of make sure that these funds and the cryptocurrency is not being used for money laundering, terrorist activities, untoward situations like that. Now they don't have that. It is an invasive process, that is true. But they can say they've got other compliance layers, stealth addresses, total user sovereignty, which is another big key selling factor for something like this. The problem, predatory bots and unfair access. Retail users are often exploited by advanced bots, making the markets unfair. Isn't that true? With automated systems and algorithms, the computers are really the ones that are able to capture the ebbs and flows and the curves in the market, unlike normal human beings. But they have a decentralized access to institutional grade tools, including built-in sniper bots, other bots, real-time copy trading, anti-bot, a lot of anti-bot stuff here. You kind of keep them out of here. And also the cumbersome DeFi UX. Users struggle with multiple wallets, confusing gas fees, risky approvals, and a high chance of errors. I mean, no one wants a gas fee you can understand, much less a confusing gas fee. What they do is they have a simple, beautiful interface with unified multi-chain wallet, smart gas estimator, and transaction simulations, and AI-powered risk alerts. So, they have a lot of things in place to make sure that your transactions, the crypto things you're trying to do are, they got a padlock on them. Make sure that they're secure without having an overburden of excessive security measures, which I think is kind of key to everything. And as we look ahead, this is a very interesting app. Everyone loves convenience, and I think that this solves a lot of problems. The idea that the token is not for investment, is not for speculation. And I haven't used it myself, but I'm guessing that it's kind of like, putting a coin in a vending machine and you get to do the thing on the website. So that's a way that they can kind of get their costs taken care of, which is kind of an interesting way to handle the financial factor there as far as operating this app. But look, if you're looking for a one-stop shop, here you go. But again, do your own research, see if this is right for you. Some people like going to a bunch of different apps and having manual control over things. If you're one of those guys, I understand. If you're not, you want something a little more convenient, Nexus DeFi might be the route for you. So let me know in the comment section what you think. Let's talk about it. Let's start a conversation, build community, and let's learn from each other. That's how we do our own research, which is something we all have to do. Like, share, and tell people about this video. So again, until next time, thank you for watching.